Sri Lanka has always been on my bucket list, and I finally did it, guys. This is day one of my trip, starting from Bangalore, hopping over to Colombo, and ending the day in Kandy. And let me take you along for this ride. So, I was in Bangalore for a wedding, and right after the kit, I hopped on a Sri Lankan Airlines flight. It's only about an hour and a half, which is amazing because honestly, मुझे ना flying से थोड़ा डर लगता है. So short flight is like a blessing from above. So I landed around 11:30 p.m. and I was ready to just crash, but adventure started right here. First thing I did was immigration करने के बाद I got myself a local SIM card. It was super quick, super easy, and I highly recommend it so you're not stuck without a data. And then came the Uber drama. The app said that your driver's here, but the driver absolutely not where the map said he was. I was literally running around the airport trying to figure out where he was, but finally I found him after so long. I got in his car, but plot twist. Neither of us knew exactly where my hotel was. So my guide had told me to stay near the airport for the first night. So I booked this place called Tamarind Tree. Now here's the thing. Sri Lanka ke raat ke roads, they are dark. Like really dark. Big trees on both sides, barely any lights, and neither me nor the Uber driver knew exactly where the hotel was. So it honestly felt like a scene from a thriller movie, and I was like, where am I going actually? Eventually we found it, and I checked in past midnight. Quick shower and straight to bed.
Good morning, guys. Good morning from Sri Lanka. So already I check-in and it's full of trees. I want to go and see in the morning like how it looks. But I just got up, I just brushed my teeth, and I'm just gonna go right now to have some breakfast because I'm so freaking hungry. Other than that, I'm ready. Our Vandikaran will be coming here, and then we'll go to this place called Kandy, which is I think around 3 hours of ride. And the ride is gonna be not that great because I have motion sickness, and everyone who has come to Sri Lanka told me that do pop in like medicine for motion sickness, so I need to do that.
This is the next morning. It felt like I woke up in a completely different world. Like the same place that was spooky at night was gorgeous in daylight. Mango trees, jackfruit trees, birds chirping, horse. It honestly felt like I was back in Kerala.
Such a beautiful property. Like, it's so much like Kerala. It's so freaking beautiful. It's greenery everywhere and looks so much prettier.
I hadn't eaten dinner the night before, so I went straight for breakfast. They had really nice breakfast, but the highlight for me was the dosa and chamandi. And oh my god, unka chamandi was really next level spicy and so freaking good.
So good. It is coconut chutney, but I think with green chili, it tastes just so out of this world, and it tastes like sakatorni.
Since the next few days were going to be full on sightseeing, I wanted to start off feeling a little pampered. So I decided to go to a salon and get my hair done.
Hi, so my tour guide is gonna come like say around 12 o'clock and I have a lot of time left. I'm going to and all of that. But now I thought, why not go for like a head massage and stuff. So I'm going for my head massage and then set. So I'll just set my mudi and then I will come back.
But first challenge was finding a tuk-tuk. मैं वहाँ खड़ी थी for what felt like forever. Like finally the hotel security uncle helped me get one, and the salon was called Drift Barber. And honestly, they just knew what my hair needed. After a deep conditioning treatment, my frizz was gone and I had this smooth straight hair, and I feel like a whole new me. Now next up was Kandy, a must-visit city in Sri Lanka, known for its culture and hill views, and it's about like 3 hours from the airport area. So the roads are curvy and a bit bumpy, so motion sickness wale apni medicine lena mat bhulna. On the way, we stopped at an elephant orphanage, and honestly, I was expecting like a whole herd of elephants, like pura jungle vibe, but there was just one single elephant. You can pay to bathe it, even take a ride, and they also share stories about how these elephants are rescued and taken care of. It was a sweet experience, but thoda bittersweet too. Next up was a tea plantation. Sri Lanka and tea are like best friends. Like inseparable. Seeing the whole process from plucking the leaves to packaging, it was honestly so fascinating. I'm not even a big tea drinker, but I still picked up a pack as a little souvenir. And finally, after a long day, we reached. Fun fact, one of the board members of the hotels that I was staying is none other than cricket legend Sanjay Surya. Cool, right? It was dark by the time I arrived, so I couldn't see the views yet. But there was this beautiful, cool breeze, live music playing on the rooftop, and honestly, live music मेरा weakness है. It's nice and windy also. I love the weather. Beautiful. Let's go have some dinner. I'm already so tired after the whole journey. Because bada ways kalyanatana samayam orangitilla. So we're gonna have dinner. It was a perfect way to end the day. So by the dinner time, I was so hungry, and oh my gosh, the food tasted even better because of it. And that was day one of my Sri Lanka trip, from the chaotic late night arrivals to peaceful mornings, elephants, and endless tea. Next up, we'll be exploring Kandy properly. So temples, mountain views, and so much more. So stay tuned, क्योंकि ये तो बस शुरुआत है.